Second shot of Larry Nelson. He has found the middle of the fairway. He's about 230 yards from the pin. Trying to shake the effects, the disastrous effects of that double bogey at 12. You saw the pin placement some 35 yards from the front edge of the green. Now Larry Nelson, who is 3 back. Hold up. Wonderful shot for Nelson. Back to 13.
5 for Ben as he walks to the 12th. Drops back to 10 under. But still maintains that 2-shot advantage on Kite. Meanwhile, back up in the fairway a long, long way away, Mark Lai with a fairway wood to this green. Obviously not a very solid tee shot. Mark is way up on the right-hand side, over 225 yards to the pin. Now, if you thought Crenshaw started it to the right, that ball is among the crowd. Now, Tom Kite, right in the middle of the fairway. Two iron. And it's taking it right over the top of the flag like Watson before him. Awfully aggressive shot from Kite, but under the circumstances, he doesn't have any choice. And here on the tee at 12, Faldo first to play. Nick, a long iron player. That's a 7 iron. As the wind has subsided somewhat. Safely on. Now a pin placement that's doubly difficult for Crenshaw. Pin in the back right portion. Ben, who plays right to left. It's simply a pin placement that Ben can't be aggressive. Would do well to put the ball in the middle of the green. Try to walk away with 3. Similar pin placement on this hole on Friday. At that time, Crenshaw put the ball in the middle of the green and was content to make his par. He's made a birdie and 2 bogeys here, 3 previous tries. Ben's chosen a 6 iron. He has started that right at the flag. Absolutely splendid shot by Crenshaw. Kenny, that tells you something about the way Crenshaw feels about his golf swing.
I think he's come to play today.
When you back off as he did somewhat on 11, stood up there and made as good a pass as you can make on 12, maybe you're destined to win. Let's go to 16.
Raymond Floyd putting for a 2. 1 or 2 players would miss this on the left. But not Floyd, the 1976 champion. Knocks that way in for a 2 to go 2 under par. Back to the 12th.
Crenshaw and Faldo walking over the Ben Hogan Bridge en route to the 12th. Really a hole that asks you to summon the courage of your conviction, and I think Crenshaw answered that as we go to 18.
Great day for Ronnie Black. He is 5 under.
What a putt.
Great putt. Wow. Playing in his first Masters, and what a way to finish. Black goes to -6.
He just played in the wrong year, Pat. I've seen that score win many times here.
Boy, that's terrific. Earlier, Aoki. And that'll be a par. Isao Aoki finishes level. Or will.
I think he's come to play today.
That's a look at 18. All uphill. It bends to the right. And a very, very difficult finishing hole, but certainly one of the great arenas in all of sport when you walk up that hill.
To play it perfectly, Pat, it requires a left to right shot off the tee and a right to left shot into the green.
That putt by Ronnie Black is certainly worth another look on Action Track. Back to 13.
And the eagle putt of Larry Nelson. Up the hill, then down the hill. Very sensitively done. No rest for Larry. He gets on a plane and flies to Japan tonight, and I'm sure the discomfort of that long trip would have been eased were it not for the double bogey at the 12th hole. During the rain delay yesterday, he happened to be here at 13 and said, you know, the way things are going right now, I think I can win. And he promptly went on and shot that 66 and got off to a great start today. And this left to put him at 8 under. Back in the hunt. Young man from Georgia. He is 2 strokes behind Ben Crenshaw. And let's go back to 12.
Crenshaw couldn't have it in a better spot. Right under the hole. From 11 feet to go 11 under par. And once again assume a 3-stroke lead. What a courageous birdie for Crenshaw. Whatever self-doubt he might have is being quickly dispelled right here. Mark Lye putting for par after playing his 3rd shot from among the people. Much the same putt as Crenshaw had. Mark will have to settle for bogey. And drop back to 6 under par. Kite, on the other hand, is in the fringe behind the green. He's watched what's happened on 12, knows the situation, has a very makeable chip, and is elected to take the flag out. A bold effort with something left for par as it's run by nearly 4 feet. Kite's work not finished. Nelson making birdie up ahead at 13 to go 8 under. You wonder what kind of record Tom Kite has had here at Augusta. Only Watson, Nicklaus, and Ballesteros have better averages here at Augusta. We've spoken so often about the number of top 6 finishes here at Augusta. 7 of the last 8 years. The man who simply does not beat himself, does not make the wrong play. And makes a very good putt for par to remain at 8 under par to 13.
And on the tee, Ben Crenshaw, this 465-yard dog leg to the left.
Get up.
Hugs the left side of the fairway. Ken Venturi with a 3-shot edge. I'm wondering if Ben's tactics on 13 might differ now.
Well, I'm sure they will. A lot will be dictated, Vern, by the lie he has and how he feels. And with the pin in the back, he has a little more to work with than if the pin was in front. So I would imagine if there's any doubt, he will lay up.
Nick Faldo next on the tee. See that tee enshrouded in the azaleas and the dogwood and the tall Georgia pines. This perhaps the most picturesque hole on the course. And he has outdriven Crenshaw by some 20 yards. But they have both safely gotten themselves in position to come to the green if they so desire. Now here's the 3rd shot of Tom Watson. Tom did choose to lay up. His caddy, Bruce Edwards, who you saw do the foxtrot back on 9 some time ago. Watson currently at 6 under, and David Graham is safely on the green in 2. Both Watson and Graham at 6 under par. Let's go to 18.
In the meantime, this great spectacle that comes to a finish. Obviously here at 18, Andy Bean and David Edwards coming up. Edwards with a great day. Great day.
Could have been nice and high and right to left. Gets up high enough, it'll come down. No, it'll just trickle just a little bit and stay there.
They both sort of nestle at the bottom of that plateau. Back to 12.
For the tee shot of Tom Kite, which more than anything becomes a test of your nerves. The flag hanging limply. Very still, very quiet. That's right. That's way right. It's also in the water. Like Nelson before him. Kenny, once again, this 12th tempts the players to fire at the flag.
Well, you know, you can look at a mistake, and it's easy to say, well, he shouldn't have done some. But the one thing you can't afford to do is let your tournament go on one shot. He still has this hole plus 6 more to play. And I keep saying it, I've said it every year I've played here, that give me the center of the green, let me go quietly, give me my 3, which also makes Crenshaw's 2 look so spectacular.
And spectacular it was as Mark Lice set to play. Mark with a 7-iron. He's put it right at the flag.
Down. All right.
And very nice indeed. As things begin to change here, it's Ben Crenshaw at 11 under par assumes a 3-stroke lead over Gil Morgan, Larry Nelson, and Tom Kite.